Hello, beautiful artisans. So I just wanted to jump on here and share with you how the yo-yo slash Boro inspired sashiko bag is coming along. So if you're new to the channel, we create with our recycled materials, fabrics, and supplies. And if you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. So I love your questions and your comments. And I've gotten some comments lately that people are really enjoying the videos. They're loving these projects. And I just love that. If you have any questions, let me know. If I'm not able to answer the question, I'll redirect you somewhere where you can get an answer. But with these projects we're doing most of the time, I can answer the question. So if you run into anything, let me know. Okay, now with that, I want to show you, I'm just going to keep the needle and thread I have there. This is how far I've gotten on the Boro Sashiko part of this bag. And so the sashiko stitching, I am bringing it over from the patches onto the cloth. I am not done with the stitching. I have used black thread, white, and some light blue. So I want to stitch this a little bit more, these patches a little bit more here. And then, and I'll share with you too, I've been using 6-inch diameter for the yo-yos before they are sewn. So the circles are 6-inch. And then when they're sewn, they're coming out a nice little small. So when I am done with this, which is very soon, then I'm going to add the yo-yos. And the yo-yos seriously are just adorable. So I've been playing around with adding some yo-yos up here too. Now you notice I haven't put any sashiko stitching, and I can do that, and I'm thinking of doing that. However, look, just a row of little yo-yos might be just really adorable. Look how cute that is. And so I really, really like that. So I may make a few more of these here. Now, I was thinking of putting the yo-yos on the other side. Now, the yo-yos are going to go on last because on the other side, I am stitching. I wanted to share with you the image, and I wanted to stop and just show you how I drew directly onto the fabric. Now, there is invisible ink. There's different ways that you can get your image onto your cloth. And I am simply using the running stitch. So I'm going to do that with you right now so you can see I'm trying to work in the surface. Now, if it goes all the way through the fabric, that is okay. But what I'm doing in particular with this one is because there is a pocket on this back side of this bag. So I have my hand in the pocket right up against the fabric. And with sashiko stitching, this is how you do it anyway. You're holding the fabric and you're just going along. So we're going to do that. I really want to share this with you for those of you who are out there working or getting ready to work on your projects. So with that, I'm going to turn it. I always turn the projects towards me. That makes it really comfortable for me to sew. Now, and I'm being mindful that I have a pocket in there and I want to stay right on the surface. And I can make the stitches smaller or larger. I wanted to keep these a little even. However, I think some of them got a little bit smaller than I anticipated. Now, in the middle, we're going to do a seed stitch. So I want to share that with you in this video. And I'm just going to turn this a little bit. And I'm staying on the surface. So I took my hand out of there to just kind of get an angle and to get a good hold of this bag with the stitching. Because you're constantly turning, you just kind of want to be mindful that when you're turning, you're still paying attention to where your hands is and how far that needle is going through the fabric. So far, we're being successful in staying in the surface. We're able to stay in the surface because this fabric is woven. This is 100% cotton, and it has a few different layers to it. So that makes it a little bit easier for us. So here I'm turning again, and I'm just going to do a few small stitches here. Now, having your image drawn onto the fabric, it makes it so much easier. It's like people are like, it, and you know, I say this all the time. Don't worry if your stitches are straight or not. The little humble crookedness of it is what makes it so beautiful. That's the mindset I follow, is from the 14, 15, 1600s of Boro, or the running stitch being used to create Boro. So with that, I'm going to put this back down, and I'm just going to kind of, my hand is on a little bit different angle than it normally would be, but it's because I don't have the whole piece to work with, right? I'm working from an angle that is one-sided, because, and plus it's a pocket. So I'm trying to stay in the surface, but I love this. I really do love creating the concrete forms. Now, some of you will remember when we did the village. And there's so many things I want to do. Seriously, I think when we do the next quilt, which we're going to be doing this week, I think I seriously want to put some little houses on that, in that village, on the quilt. So there's so many different things that you can do, but the sashiko, or the visible stitching, is what just brings it to life. So so we're almost done with this, and we'll see if we have enough thread. Oh, we are here at the center. Okay, so this is the flower. I'm going to hold this up again. So this is the flower. You can see it's pretty good. I love sunflowers. I love sunflowers. Like, I love to paint them and draw them. So, oh, let me know. I want to get an idea from all of you, from the viewers. And I'm so grateful that you're with me, following me. But I need to do some drawings. I need to do some pen and inks. So for some projects that I'm working on. So I'd like to know, do you want me to videotape them? Do you want me to bring you along with me on those? So let me know. And if you do, I'd be more than happy to do some videos on my drawings and how I design them and create them. So with that, we're going to put this back down. Now, the seed stitching is very, just like it sounds, it's very, very, very tiny. And the stitches go sporadically. So you can do a back stitch when you're creating a seed stitch. I'm just doing a back stitch. You can see I kind of went behind the stitch instead of going forward. Instead of leaping forward, I'm coming behind it. So it's a back stitch. And going different directions, just like you spilled a bag of seeds on the floor. So now this one I'm going to go forward, but it's going to be very tiny. I'm staying in the surface of this material as best that I can. So some of you are like, well, Carmella, what if you go outside of what if you go through the fabric? For me, that's okay. Now, that's an option for you. For me, that's totally all right. It's not going to hurt anything. And some people say, well, the quality, but you know what? This is the how do I want to say, it's part of the aesthetic, because there are many sashiko inspired pieces out there where the back part of the project it doesn't have a backing. So it's all in how you want to do this. So you see, I'm going all different ways. The needle is coming up in different directions. And I have my little guide of the drawing. So, and yes, they have these pens that will disappear, and you don't need to worry about that. I'm actually going a bit of symmetrical there, which, see, sometimes they say it's more difficult to go in, what do you want to call, a free form manner, where you're just kind of not following any line, because we look for patterns, we look for the direction, we look for that. But this is how the seeds are coming out. They're going to be all in the center there. Now I'm going to come back through this little circle, center of the sunflower with its little seeds, and I'm going to switch the thread to yellow. So I am going to give this beautiful little sunflower some color. I'm going to give it yellow threads and some browns. I have browns, and I may put a little tint of black, and maybe a little bit of red just for some highlighting here and there. But this is coming out lovely. Okay, this just flew off of the needle. So what I'm going to do, if I can, I don't know if I can, because I'm so sporadic with the seed stitching, I don't know where I was. There we go. So I want to bring that back up, and there. And then, because I want to be able to put a knot in it, so I'm going to put the knot. And I'm going to show you. The knot is, you can see, it's just above. It's small, but it's right here above the cloth, about a half an inch up. And then what I'm going to do is just pull this thread between the two fabrics. So it's hidden. So we're just going to go in between, and you can feel the knot pull, so you know it's gone in. You see, you have the tail there now. So what you want to do is cut that. I was looking for my small scissors, but cut that. And then you just kind of let it sit in between the fabrics. So you see here, I don't know if you can see that really well, but the whole circle is right here. Now, when I'm completely done with this, I'll come back on, right, and show you all of that. Now, I was thinking, kind of playing around a little bit, I am going to put all my seed stitching, but I just want to show you, because with the yo-yos, there's so much you can do. You can put that right in the middle. I'm not going to do that, but that's something you can do. You can use your yo-yos to create a flower. So you have the center of the flower, and then you have, kind of like going around like that. Or you have it this is a bigger one, a bigger center, you see, and then you just have your petals. Now, another way to do a flower is to cut these petals out with fabric individually, and then sew them on. And I have done that, and I actually sold a piece at the last Christmas fair like that. It was a piece to go onto the table, and it was petals. It was actually a lotus, so it had more petals than the sunflower. But anyway, so I wanted to share that with you today. This is how the bag is coming along. And the next time I see you, this bag will be done. So, with that, I hope you have a beautiful day, and the hat will be done too. So, you have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. I hope this helps you with your project. And let me know what image you put onto your bag if you did, or if you're going to play around with trying out. You can also, do a prototype before you even uh, stitch the bag, or do a piece separate from it and then put it on the bag. So there's so many different ways you can work it. So with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Love and light.